the other kids.
Salesmanship is a unique skill to master. Luckily for us, Jim Bakker has got this down. He has bucket loads of talent. If you've never heard of Jim Bakker, don't worry, I don't expect you to. I first ran into him many years ago looking for something to watch on TV. He was selling a solar battery that could apparently last for years. This is very interesting to a younger me. I daydreamed of the potential uses of this stuff. Soon though, I quickly got bored and changed the channel to something presumably less boring. Over the summer, I started watching him again from anywhere from 10 minutes to the full 60 minutes of his show. And let me tell you, this guy can sell anything to his followers, which makes him kind of dangerous in a sneaky con artist way. Fear sells, and nothing sells like the coming judgment of America by the Lord. Nobody I've seen over the years can do it just as well as him. Jim Bakker's no stranger to selling for the Lord. He's been doing this for years. He's an American televangelist and minister. He's 78 years old and was one of the pioneers of Christian television. He built a TV network and a show with his late wife, and often had well-known ministers and singers on. It was extremely successful and promoted the prosperity gospel, which is the belief some Christians have that God wants you rich and happy, and you have to have faith to receive it. On its own, it seems pretty harmless, but you tie that in with the idea that you reap what you sow. Preachers like these would ask for tithes and ask the viewers to claim what God wants for them. He was known for his opulent lifestyle, big houses and expensive cars. In 1987, it was revealed that he was having an affair and paid her to be quiet. He later went to jail for conspiracy and fraud. Apparently he used his donators' money for personal use and overbooked his hotel. He sold tens of thousands of memberships to his hotel at his Christian Disneyland park. There was only a 500-room hotel that was built. Nice guy, huh? Now he mainly sells survivalist gear with his new wife for the end times, which is coming very soon. He also sees himself as a prophet. He claims to have foreseen 9/11 and a Parkland shooting.
This has been one of my callings, is to get people prepared.
Yes, I love that.
I'm hoping to take a few minutes one day to talk about my vision of really a dream, my 2-week dream after I'd gotten out of prison.
Jim Bakker has certainly had his ups and downs. One thing he still does is sell. The format of his show is called The Jim Bakker Show, and it seems like a formalic approach to scam people out of money. First, they invite a guest.
The man who discovered the blood moons is here with us.
Yes,
Mark
he
Bills is
Yes.
back home. Thank you for coming back.
So great to have you back.
Then the guest talks about something, like North Korea and the end times and fear-mongers about it.
But just like you celebrate your birthday every year on your birthday,
I love that.
Yes.
most people may not realize it, but this coming Monday is the very day Adam opened up his eyes for the first time in the Garden of Eden, and he proclaimed God as King.
Wow.
That's the anniversary of the creation of the world.
Wow.
10 days later is Yom Kippur, the Day of Judgment.
And you won't get food for 6 months to a year.
Then Jim Bakker sells their book or some survival gear for them.
We'll be right back after this special message.
The collapse is coming. Doomsday clock for global market crash strikes 1 minute to midnight. You hear that, John?
Bible says you're going to throw gold and silver in the streets. Tomorrow, we could look back and say, yesterday was the last day to order and get prepared.
This offer comes with 22 buckets, plus a bonus of 6 additional buckets for a total of 28 buckets.
I want to show you something. All this food is for a gift of $2,500.
And he really puts down an ultimatum like, hey, the show, we need money to keep the show off. We barely afford to keep the show on this last month. We need your money. Since his audience sees him as a man of God and can't think he's manipulating them, this approach might be a little too transparent for most of us, but it works like a charm. I'm sure Jim Bakker thinks what he's doing is right, but did he really change? Besides recanting prosperity theology, not much. Maybe the scale. He also believes some crazy stuff. Bakker knows sphere sells and swindling people out of their retirement. These people see what they're buying as investments for the day that might never ever come. He's using something very precious for a lot of people to pay his bills, and probably much more. He's took advantage of a fear that everyone has, fear of the unknown. Over the years, the US has gone through some massive changes that probably made the country they grew up in nearly unrecognizable. Jim Bakker is using the audience spheres and selling them the assurance that they will be right and free, and in the end. And this is really clever. Why hasn't anyone else thought of this? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, have a good one. So see you next one.